Taking time now to settle the body, sitting in a comfortable position, making sure that there's balance between the right and the left side, and that you feel steady and balanced, and your spine is straight, head and neck are aligned, eyes and mouth are lightly closed, and the hands are on the knees in a mudra of your choice. And take a long, deep inhalation. When you exhale, release all the events of the day. And take another long, deep inhalation. This time on the exhalation, release all the conversations that you've had today in all the forms they've taken. Just let them all go. And take another long, deep inhalation now. This time, when you exhale, let go of any thoughts of things you need to do outside of this class. Just give yourself the gift of being right here, right now. There's nothing else you need to do right at this present moment. And return to the natural breath. And just observe the natural breath and the movement it creates in the body. Observe how on the inhalation, the abdomen expands and the chest expands. And then on the exhalation, the chest subsides and the abdomen subsides. And while focusing on the natural breath, I want to share that this class, the theme will be on inner peace and letting go. And so, even when we're focusing on the natural breath, we can do that. Breathing in to the body and then letting go on the exhalation, releasing things we want to let go of, anything that doesn't serve us. And with this theme in mind, now bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And also visualize the glow of that flame reaching every cell of the body, every corner of the mind and the spirit. Observing how the glow of the flame can extinguish any disturbances and illuminate every part of you in a peaceful glow. And keeping that visualization in mind, we'll now chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti and the Shanti mantra to pay respect to our wisdom traditions and to each other. Breathing in first for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinadvatitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. And we'll begin the asana portion of the class now. We'll begin with Tadasana, the palm tree pose. So we'll come up to a standing position. Have the feet firstly just at about hip width apart, arms loose by the sides, spine straight, shoulders back and down, relaxed and head and neck aligned. And if okay, close the eyes and just feel steady and comfortable on your feet. Feel the floor or the ground beneath your feet and just observe that steadiness. Often peace comes from feeling steady because you're not fearful or concerned, because you know that you're strong and you can withstand anything. We'll now move into Tadasana. So firstly, bring the the hands together in front of the body, intertwine the fingers in this way, and then inhale and bring the arms up above the head. Let me just move my little up above the head and keeping the eyes on a point that's not moving to fix your gaze. Raise the heels off the floor. So you're on the front of your feet and stretch up through the body. And then inhale, bring the hands to the top of the head and bring the heels back to the floor. We're going to complete 7 rounds of this practice, holding the last round a bit longer than the others. And it's fine to breathe in during the practice while you're up on the front of your feet. Really aiming for that full body stretch. When you've completed your final round, come back to a standing Shavasana like we began in the standing position. Arms loose. Close the eyes if that's right for you. And just observe the effects of the practice. We'll now do another variation of Tadasana, Tiryaka Tadasana, the swaying palm tree pose. So bring the legs a little bit further than hip width apart. And again, we're clasping the hands in front of the body like we did before and raising the arms up above the head. Inhale, stretching up in the middle, and then exhale, bring the arms over to the right side, feeling that stretch on the left side of the body. And if you can, slightly dig the left foot into the floor just to give you a little bit more in terms of stretching. Then inhale back to center, stretching up in the middle. Exhale over to the left side again, slightly digging the right foot into the floor. We'll complete 5 rounds of this practice. And the aim is to make sure you're not leaning forward or back. Imagine you're between 2 sheets of glass. And it's more important that the arms are straight than how far over that you can go. After your final round, come back again to standing Shavasana and observe the movement of energy from these practices, where you're feeling it in the body, but also observing what's happening in the mind. You may find as the practices go on where you were ruminating on something in particular, that suddenly the mind is clear. Our next practice will be a spinal twist, Kati Chakrasana. So again, the legs can be about hip width apart. Bring the arms out to shoulder height. Then bring the left hand over to the right shoulder and wrap the right arm behind the waist and gaze over the right shoulder. Now you can either keep the hips front on or you can twist around, whatever's right for you. Twisting around, looking over the shoulder. And then release, bring the arms out again and bring the right hand to the left shoulder, wrapping the left arm behind the waist. Complete another 6 rounds of this practice, and you can go as slowly or as dynamically as you like. And after your final round of this practice in your own time, come back again to standing Shavasana. Again, just observing what's happening for you right now in the body and the mind. Have you released anything? Are you feeling calmer? What's going on? We'll now come down to being on all fours from Marjari-asana. So making sure that the hands are directly below the shoulders and the knees are directly below the hips. Head's in a neutral position to begin with. And then we'll inhale, bring the head up, arching the abdomen down and stretching through the arms. Feel that arch in the back. And then exhale, bringing the head in between the arms, arching the back up to the ceiling, stretching through the arms. This is one round. We'll complete 10 rounds or up to 10 rounds. Again, moving slowly, synchronizing the breath with the movement. And placing the awareness in the spine, in the abdomen, and in the arms. You may even feel release in the shoulder blades too. I can feel the upward movement, a release in the front of the throat, Vishuddhi chakra. After your 10th round or your final round, whatever number you decide to do, come back into Shashankasana, child posture, placing the forehead on the floor, either having the arms out in front of the body or you can have them with the hands beside the heels or the ankles. And just releasing into the posture. This is a relaxation posture. This is a wonderful practice to still the mind, to reset the nervous system, and to really let go. When it's right for you, come down into lying on the back in Shavasana. Our legs about hip width apart, arms a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. Just release it to the floor. And now bring the feet in front of the buttocks, knees together. Arms can be out by the sides, shoulder height, or you can place the hands behind the head, as long as the elbows can touch the floor. We're going to do a spinal twist. So keeping the knees together, inhale, and when you exhale, bring the knees to the right, and you can either keep the head in a neutral position or turn it to the left. And breathe in the position, allowing the spine to ease in. And then inhale, bring head and knees to center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. And this is one round. We'll complete up to 7 rounds. Again, moving at your own pace. Feeling that release in the back from this practice. I also can feel a bit of release in the abdomen as well. When you come to the end of this practice, the end of your 7th round, you may like to grab the knees, hug the knees to the chest, just to release the back a little. You can either do circles on the lower back, but if you're going in circles, make sure you do the same number in each direction. You might like to rock either side, whatever works for you, just to release that. And then when it's right for you, we'll come up into a sitting position. We'll move on to Titli-asana. So bringing the feet in front of the buttocks and then placing the soles of the feet together, checking on your posture, clasping the hands around the feet, bringing the feet towards the body as much as is comfortable for you, then allowing the knees to drop to the floor without pushing, just allowing them to naturally ease to the floor. Inhale, bring the knees up towards the arms, and then exhale, allow the knees to drop to the floor. And we'll complete another 9 rounds of this practice. And again, you can move as slowly or as dynamically as you like, but try and coordinate the breath with the practice. When you have that body, breath, mind connection, it just really does allow for stillness, allows your body to and your mind to release. And after your final round, bring the knees together and breathe the legs out in front of the body. Place the hands behind the buttocks, the fingers pointing away, back to base position, and just observe the effects of all of the practices so far. And now we'll move into our pranayama practice. So, in a comfortable sitting position, and check your posture and just observe the natural breath. Allow the breath to regulate, maybe heightened a little bit from the practices so far. And once the breath is back to its normal state, we'll move into Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So bring with the right hand, bring the ring finger and middle finger to the eyebrow center. Place the thumb over the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Then cover the left with the ring finger. And then uncover the right nostril. And when you breathe to the eyebrow center, then you exhale out of the right nostril. Then it's in through the right nostril to the eyebrow center. Uncover the left nostril, exhaling from the left nostril. So it's in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, and out through the left. If you have your own count, please do that. And we'll do this for a couple of minutes. And when you next exhale out of the left nostril, release the practice and keep the eyes closed. And then just observe the natural breath as you breathe in through both nostrils to the eyebrow center. And now, in your own time, lie down in Shavasana to prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. You might need some blankets to keep you warm as the body temperature will drop. If you need a cushion to put under your knees, please do that. Whatever you need to be comfortable and warm throughout the practice. And so, preparing now for the practice of Yoga Nidra, lying down in Shavasana, separating the feet and allowing them to fall naturally outwards. The arms are slightly away from the body with the palms facing upwards. And make sure that the head and neck and spine are all aligned. And adjust your clothing and position now, just so that you can remain completely still throughout the practice. And once you are comfortable, close the eyes and keep them closed until the end of the practice. Become aware of the body lying upon the floor and feel the floor supporting the entire body. And make the decision now to remain still throughout the practice. Become aware of the sounds around you, but don't identify the sounds or become involved with them. Simply move your awareness from one sound to another. Become aware of the most distant sound that you can hear. And now gradually bring your awareness to sounds closer to the building. Become aware of sounds around the building where you are. And now become aware of sounds that are within the room where you are. And now become aware of the sound of my voice and follow the sound of my voice without concentration or effort. Do not sleep throughout the practice. Remain aware and continue listening. Say to yourself mentally now, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Now is the time to make your Sankalpa, a short positive statement expressing a deeply held intention. If you already have a personal Sankalpa, use it now. And if you don't have one, you may use the theme of this class. I am peaceful and I let go with ease. Repeat your Sankalpa mentally 3 times now. We'll now rotate the awareness throughout the body. When I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there and visualize that part. We'll move the awareness quickly. Simply hear the name of each part and become aware of it. We'll begin with the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. We'll move now to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, and heel. Sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Become aware now of the back of the body, the back of the head, the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the right buttock, the left buttock, the spine, and the entire back together. Bring awareness now to the top of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, the right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, and the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, and the chin, the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the navel, the abdomen, and the pelvic region, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the entire back, the entire front, the whole head, and the whole body. Have a sense now of the whole body all at once. Become aware of the whole body lying upon the floor. See the entire body in your mind, complete and still. And bring your awareness now back to the natural breath. Don't try to change or control the breath, just simply observe it. Become aware of the gentle movement of the abdomen. The abdomen rises with the inhalation. The abdomen falls with the exhalation. Natural and effortless. And now visualize the breath as a soft silver blue wave. As you inhale, see the wave rising from the navel towards the throat. And as you exhale, see the wave flowing from the throat back towards the navel. navel to throat as you breathe in, and throat to navel as you breathe out. And keeping this visualization in mind, begin counting each complete breath backwards from 11 to 1. Inhaling and exhaling 11. Inhaling and exhaling 10. Continue counting mentally, and if you lose count, return to 11. And do not fall asleep. Remain aware of the breath and the silver wave moving between the navel and the throat. And now release the counting and release the visualization of the breath and allow the breath to continue naturally. And we'll now observe the following opposite sensations in the body. Awaken the feeling of heaviness. Feel the whole body becoming heavy. The head is heavy, the arms are heavy, the legs are heavy. The entire body is very heavy. The body is sinking deeply into the floor. Experience complete heaviness. And now release this feeling of heaviness and awaken the feeling of lightness. The body is lighter and lighter. The arms and legs are lighter. The head is lighter. The entire body is almost weightless. Feel as though the body could float gently above the floor. Experience complete lightness. Release this feeling of lightness now. And now awaken the feeling of holding tightly. Don't physically move. Just remember or imagine the feeling of holding on. Holding tightly to plans. Holding tightly to expectations. Holding tightly to the need for certainty or control. Experience the contraction and effort of holding. And now release that feeling and awaken its opposite, complete release. Nothing to hold, nothing to control. The hands are open, the body is open, the mind is spacious. Experience the feeling of complete release, letting go without fear and letting go with complete trust. And release all of these sensations now and allow the body to come back to its natural state. Instead now, bring your awareness to the space in front of the closed eyes. Become aware of Chittakash, the dark inner space. Do not concentrate or strain. Just simply observe the darkness. Perhaps there are colors or patterns, shapes or points of light. Perhaps there is only darkness. Whatever appears for you is perfectly right. And now imagine that you are standing at the beginning of a quiet forest path at the close of the day. You don't have to create the scene perfectly. Just simply follow the words and allow your own impressions to arise. You may see the forest, sense it, or simply know that it's there. The light is soft and golden. Long rays of evening sunlight pass between the trees, illuminating tiny particles floating in the air. The path before you is narrow and peaceful. It's covered with soft earth, fallen leaves, and smooth stones. You feel the ground beneath your feet, firm enough to support you, and soft enough for every step to feel gentle. Begin to follow the path into the forest. Walk slowly and without effort. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to achieve, nothing you need to carry. Feel the cool forest air touching your face and arms, and a light breeze moves through the branches above you. You can hear the leaves rustling and the occasional call of a distant bird, and you hear the faint sound of your own footsteps upon the earth. And notice the rich fragrance of the forest, the clean scent of leaves and the earthy smell of the ground, and the faint sweetness of small flowers growing beside the path. Breathe in the cool, fragrant air, and as you breathe out, you feel yourself becoming quieter. The path curves gently between the trees, and with every step you move further away from noise, demands, and expectations. You don't need to push them away, you simply allow them to become more distant, step by step, breath by breath. Ahead of you, the trees begin to open, and you hear the gentle movement of water. The sound becomes clearer as you approach it, a soft, continuous stream flowing over smooth stones. You arrive beside a small forest stream. The water is clear and cool, and it catches the last golden light of the day, creating tiny points of light that dance across its surface. You can hear the sound of the water, always moving, never holding, flowing easily around every stone and fallen branch. Beside the stream, you see a large, smooth stone. You sit comfortably upon it, and you feel its steadiness beneath you. The air is cool, but the stone still holds a little warmth from the sun, and you allow yourself to rest here. Near your feet lies a single fallen leaf. Its shape and colour and its delicate veins. You lift the leaf and hold it lightly in your hands, and you allow this leaf to represent something you are ready to release. There's no need to search for anything, no need to remember or analyze. It might represent a worry, an expectation, an old conversation, or even a disappointment. even the need to know what's going to happen next, or simply the tension and effort you no longer need to carry. You hold the leaf gently, there's no struggle, and you don't reject what it has been. You acknowledge it and allow it to be released. Place the leaf now upon the surface of the stream. Watch as the water receives it, and for a moment the leaf rests beside the edge. Then the current gently takes hold of it and it begins to float away, softly, naturally, and without force. Watch the leaf moving downstream. The water carries it around the stones and beneath the overhanging branches, further and further away, growing smaller until it disappears from view. You don't even have to follow it. You don't need to control where it goes. The water knows how to carry it and where it needs to go. Your only task is to release it. And you notice how other leaves resting upon the water are carried away. Each represents something that you no longer need to hold on to, whether it's old tension, unnecessary effort, other people's expectations, or the need to have every answer. You watch the leaves passing before you and continuing downstream, letting them all go. And as you see the leaves disappear, you become aware of a feeling of space within you. Nothing's been lost, only space has been created, providing room for you to breathe and rest and room for peace. The stream continues through the forest and opens into a wide, still lake. Allow your awareness to follow the water towards the lake. The surface of the lake is smooth and calm, and it reflects the evening sky perfectly. The trees stand silently around the lake, and you can see the reflections reach down into the clear water. And then you see the first star of the night appearing in the sky, and its light is reflected upon the lake as well. And keeping this sunlight and starlight in mind, feeling the peace within you, the space you've created by letting go of things that do not serve you. It's time now to come back to the mat in the room where you are and call to mind your Sankalpa from the beginning of the practice. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. And begin now to release the practice of Yoga Nidra. Become aware once again of your natural breath and feel the breath entering and leaving the nostrils. Become aware of the gentle rise and fall of the abdomen. Become aware of the physical body lying upon the floor. Feel the back of the head touching the floor, the shoulders, the arms and the hands and the back, the legs and the heels. Feel the entire body resting upon the floor. And become aware of the room around you. Remember where you are. Become aware of the walls and the ceiling and listen to the sounds within the room. Allow your awareness to move gradually outwards. And make small movements with the fingers and the toes, allowing the body to gently externalize. And begin to move and stretch in a way that's right for you, taking your own time now. There's no rush. And then when you're ready, roll onto the right side for a few moments. And then very mindfully come up to a comfortable sitting position, keeping the eyes closed or downcast. And as we did at the beginning of the practice, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame and observe the light from that flame illuminating every cell of the body, every part of the mind and the spirit. And with this visualization in mind, and now that you have let go and you found a place of stillness, we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude the practice. Breathing in. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat